Well, Iran calls on the members of the Persian Gulf Cooperation Council to genuinely help the process of national dialogue in Yemen to avoid the eruption of a civil war in the impoverished country. Deputy Foreign Minister Hossein Amir Abdullahian also called on fugitive former Yemeni President Abdurrahman Mansour Hadi not to commit his past mistakes. He urged Mansour not to allow the city of Aden to turn into a safe haven for terrorists. Now, the Iranian officials said terrorists will not differentiate between the Ansarullah movement and Hadi. Amir Abdullahian added that Tehran supports the continuation of national dialogue in Sana'a or in other locations. Ansarullah and its allies formed a national transitional council in February to fill the country's power vacuum after Hadi resigned. In late January, Hadi, who fled Sana'a last month, withdrew his resignation and formed his own government in Aden. Let's cross over to Belfast, joined by author and Middle East expert, Mr. Saib Sha'ath. Thank you so much for being with us. Tell me, what do you make of this now, this situation that is getting more and more critical in Yemen, and Iran basically continues to say that everything should be done to avoid a civil war, but it does not appear so far that the president or former president who stepped down, Hadi, is actually going to go in that direction. What do you make of it all, sir?
The development, fast development now, especially with the military advancement as well of the revolutionary, the Houthis toward, if we look at it, they took the Taz airport, and what that means, they're close enough to Aden, and they are moving very fast toward the south of Yemen. That reminds us with the way Ali Abdullah Saleh himself in 1994 led an occupation of the South Yemen. That's exactly the same technique he used, and I see that as successful now in eliminating the movement of Hadi, since Hadi was using his he is a resigned president. I don't know how he called in the UN Security Council to provide an urgent, as he called it, to stop the aggression of revolutionaries, al-Houthis he mean, and he called for that under the Chapter 7. Chapter 7, we know that implies a use of international military force in there. United Nations won't listen to him, or the Security Council won't listen to him, since there is so many things going on from Tunisia to Libya to Syria to Iraq. Their plate is full. They cannot act. They cause all of him. It's major players like the United States of America and the French and the other. And the other point, which is alarming as well, when you see the Americans pulling their forces, around 100 or so consultants used to have in the south of Yemen out of there, it means the Americans are arming and supporting agents in there to bring more chaos with the Saudis. The Saudis always been meddling in Yemen from the 50s to the late 60s. Even they helped the British occupation forces in causing a lot of mayhem in there to stop the Yemenis from gaining sovereignty and liberating their country.
Well, Mr. Sha'ath, I'm sorry to interrupt you. Limited time here. How critical is this situation right now in your perspective?
It is very critical. All the work since they told Ali Hadi Mansour to resign, which is an order from the Saudis and the American embassy, is to plunge the country in mayhem, political limbo. Then, as we seen, Yemen witnessed some of the ugliest takfiri attacks on people who's praying. This is the trademarks of forces linked to Saudi Arabia, who works in Yemen and works in Syria and work in Iraq. So they're trying to plunge the country in kind of what we call it, Yazidi against Sunni, Shafi'i Sunni forces, and civil war. That is dangerous now. Saudis don't want to see stability in Yemen. It's dangerous for them. So their people want to see the same system applied in there. That's why they want to see stability in Yemen.
Thank you so much for being with us, Mr. Saib Sha'ath, author and Middle East expert out of Belfast.